Alright, we are in the Cybertruck full self-driving 13.2.8 Salvation Army spring cleaning. Gotta drop off some stuff, so let's head on out. That was just barely out from the driveway, and it's good that the car can almost drive from the park driveway, but it can't quite do it. That means there's no way that you can just press go, like touch go and then just go. Unfortunately, that is one of the downsides of this full self-driving. And just a brief recap, this full self-driving on the Cybertruck is not the same as the X and Ys. There are differences. You cannot go from park. There's no summons, and it's not going to automatically park for you. I mean, it does, like if you select a parking spot, like if you touch on this parking spot and you start, but it's not going to automatically choose and park for you. There's some other differences. I mean, this is a large truck. The wheelbase is much larger, it's much longer and taller, so it drives differently. Well, aside from that, it does drive fairly well. We're maintaining our lane. This is nice and easy, and this is a merge lane. It really should keep going, but unfortunately it does not. So I'm going to have a look. I'm gonna well, okay, the truck decided to go on its own. I'm not even paying attention, and it looks all clear. And a new thing with this is that the vision, I'm looking at the screen longer before it harasses me about paying attention forward. And so if you're distracted with your phone, you're texting with your phone, full self-driving is going to give you more of a chance. It's not going to bother you right away, because in this default mode, while it is aggressive, it's not that aggressive. Like, you see this light right here, I would have blown right through it if it were me driving. So because it's not as aggressive, it can react on time, and it's not fully like human-like yet, although it is getting there. And what's interesting is I chose this Salvation Army location via pinpoint. I'm gonna see how well that works. And the reason I chose via pinpoint is because I wanted to get as close to parking as possible. I want the least interaction as possible. And one of the downsides of the pinpoint is that when you use a pinpoint, it's going to go to like a coordinate type of system. However, on the map, it's an address type of system. So coordinates versus address. When you're trying to save to favorites, it doesn't quite seem to save the coordinate system. It just saves the map address at the coordinate system. And why that matters is that if picking very exact location, let's say I go to this drop off often and I want to drop off donations there, then it's not gonna go there reliably, and that's unfortunate. And like I said, here is another one that is just not aggressive enough, and we hit the light. Alright, making a left, and that was like a partial left and a partial go forward. That's good to see. That's a new light too, so the full self-driving can detect that. It shouldn't be anything special, but that light was just built there, so it's, I'm not sure if that's the GPS figuring it out or the full self-driving detecting the arrows. And I think it's just detecting the arrows, because near my house it tries to detect keep clear, and it doesn't detect it. Yeah, well, there's a keep clear and it does not detect it, so there is some camera detection. And of course the camera is right above. And why that matters is because it's slightly ahead. It's slightly ahead, it's slightly higher. So it has the perfect vision up there. And here we're about to go again. This is a big lane that we're about to cross. However, the lane that we're in is not the best, and when you're going to turn up into, we're going to turn into this big plaza, and up here when we turn into the big plaza, it's not easy. I mean, because it's just a solid, like a solid line, and then you have to turn. There's no turn lane, and because of that, it's just a little bit iffy. And going into this lane that is trying to do right now makes no sense either, because we're not far from there. Okay, so it decided not to go into that lane because it wouldn't make sense. We're going to hit this place and we have to turn left, and it's trying to go into the right hand lane, maybe to go faster. I'm not quite sure why it's deciding that, but it already decided against it. Alright, so here we go. This is it. After this light, we're gonna get through there. And you see there's like there's a turn lane and 2 other lanes, so we're gonna have to make a left against 3 other lanes. On top of that, we're going to be blocking this car right here. We're going to be blocking this lane because that's how it is up here. So hopefully it signals, and it should right here. And if it were smart, it would have just turned in right here already. But it's not. It did not. Okay, so now people are swerving and they're getting away from us. And this is a tight left turn because this person is on the left-hand side, is all the way over. Okay. And bingo, we are good. Now to get into the parking lot to the exact location where it should go. Ooh. It decides to go this way. And that's good. Because this way, when you go in, we should be able to pull, and it decides to park. Well, okay, so we're really far away, but if you look at it, it actually parked well in this spot. So it's just trying to test itself. Can it do it? And yes, it can technically park because this is not by chance. We're in between both lines and we parked well. So all is good. I mean, I do think that a coming update will provide this parking because it's testing it out right now. Anyhow, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.